You're standing at the entrance of an abandoned building. The windows are shattered, the doors hang crooked. It looks empty. It looks like shelter. It's not. It's a death trap. The real threats here don't growl or give warning shots. They're silent, invisible, and they're already working on you the moment you step inside. Carbon monoxide doesn't have a smell. Structural collapse doesn't send you a text message. But every one of these threats follows rules. Learn them and you walk out alive. Ignore them and you're just another statistic. Let me show you the 6 invisible killers waiting inside and how not to become their next victim. Threat 1 is bad air. You walk into a basement. It smells stale, musty. That's not old building smell. It's carbon dioxide buildup displacing the oxygen you need to live. Abandoned buildings are sealed ecosystems. Decomposition consumes oxygen, releasing CO2. The air in a basement can drop to 8% oxygen. You need over 19% to function. The symptoms start subtle. Lightheadedness, fatigue. You sit down to rest. Your brain slows. Your vision tunnels. You don't panic because the part of your brain that recognizes danger is already offline. You just stop. Unconsciousness, then death. So you test the air before you commit. Carry a lighter.
At floor level, light it. If the flame sputters and dies, the oxygen is too low. You leave. No debate. Threat 2 is carbon monoxide, the true invisible assassin. It's odorless, colorless, and it kills by stopping your blood from carrying oxygen. Someone before you lit a fire, ran a generator. The CO pooled in the still air, and it's still there. You can't smell it. You need a detector. A $20 CO detector in your pocket is non-negotiable. If it alarms, you get out. No detector? Look for dead animals, rats, birds, insects. If you find them with no obvious trauma, assume the air is lethal. Threat 3 is asbestos, the long-term killer. It was used in everything before 1980. Insulation, ceiling tiles, floor tiles. When disturbed, its microscopic fibers become airborne. You breathe them in. They lodge in your lungs forever, causing scarring and, decades later, cancer. You won't remember this building in 2045, but it'll remember you. You can't see it, but you can recognize high-risk materials. Flushy insulation around pipes, textured ceiling tiles, old 9x9-inch floor squares. Do not disturb them. Walk carefully. If you have to move through, wear a P100 respirator. Threat 4 is structural collapse. Gravity never takes a day off. Water rots wood and corrodes steel. What looks solid is often held together by habit. You step, and habit gives up. Read the building.
Water stains on a ceiling mean compromise above. Sagging floors mean failed joists. Test every step. Stay near load-bearing walls. They fail last. The middle of a room is the kill zone. If the building groans, shifts, or drops dust from the ceiling, that's your final warning. Threat 5 is what will puncture you. Broken glass, rebar, nails, and boards. A puncture wound out here is a death sentence on layaway. Tetanus thrives in rust and soil, in deep wounds where oxygen can't reach. Its neurotoxin causes spasms so severe they can break your spine. You don't have a hospital, so you don't get punctured. Wear heavy, steel-toed boots. Wear thick gloves. Watch where you put every foot, every hand. Finally, threat 6, biological hazards. Mold, bacteria, rodent droppings. Black mold releases mycotoxins that wreck your lungs and nervous system. Don't disturb it. Rodent droppings carry hantavirus. You don't have to touch them. Just breathing in contaminated dust can be fatal. Lungs fill with fluid and you drown on dry land. The common thread is your respiratory system. It's the entry point. Protect it. 6 threats: bad air, carbon monoxide, asbestos, collapse, puncture wounds, and pathogens. Everyone is avoidable if you slow down, observe, and think. You're not walking into that building blind anymore. You know what's waiting. Now you know how to beat it.
You know the threats: bad air, structural collapse, puncture hazards, biological contamination. But knowing what can kill you isn't the same as knowing how to move through a building without triggering those deaths. This is about operational protocol, the step-by-step process for getting in and getting out without becoming another cautionary tale. Let's start outside. Before you even touch the door, you're not going in yet. You're reading the building like a book. Look at the roofline. Is it sagging? That means the structural supports are failing inside. Avoid the top floors. Check the walls. Wide cracks mean the building is shifting. Stay away from those walls if you go in. Broken windows mean exposure. That's water damage, mold, and rot. Now stand downwind and trust your nose. Musty means mold. Chemical could be industrial waste. A rotting smell could be a dead animal, or worse. Each smell is a warning and tells you if you need a respirator. Finally, look for signs of life. Footprints, recent trash, makeshift shelters. If people are using this building, they're a threat you didn't account for. Decide if the risk is worth it. Okay, you've assessed the exterior. You've decided to enter. Announce yourself. Knock, call out, make noise. You don't want to surprise someone squatting inside. Surprised people do violent things.
Test the door gently before you commit. As you cross the threshold, stop. Let your eyes adjust. Rushing in blind is how you walk into a hole. Now, the air test. Light your lighter immediately. Strong yellow flame, the air is good. Weak blue or extinguished, back out. You are not exploring a low oxygen space without serious equipment. Assuming the air is breathable, you move to navigation protocol. Stick to the edges of rooms. The center is where floors fail first. Test every step. Shift your weight gradually before committing. If the floor feels spongy, find another route. Move slowly. Speed kills in abandoned buildings. You need time to spot glass, rebar, structural damage. And never rely on a single light source. Carry a backup. In total darkness, you're immobile and vulnerable. Better yet, never go alone. A partner can extract you if you get injured or hit bad air. Map your route as you go. Know your way in, know your way out. Disorientation is a death sentence. When things go wrong, you have seconds. If you feel dizzy or short of breath, that's bad air. Do not sit down. Turn around and immediately retrace your steps to the exit. Nothing else matters.
If the floor gives way, spread your arms and legs wide to distribute your weight. Try to fall flat. If you're impaled by rebar or a nail, do not remove the object. It's plugging the wound. Stabilize it and focus on getting help. If you encounter another person, stay calm, hands visible, non-threatening. If they're hostile, de-escalate. If that fails, exit. Do not fight in an abandoned building. The environment itself is too hazardous. You enter these places with purpose, for shelter, for supplies. So you make the brutal calculus. Is the reward worth it? Every decision must pass a single test. Does this increase my chance of survival? If it decreases it, you don't do it. Before you ever touch a door, ask yourself, have I assessed the exterior? Do I have the right gear? Do I have an exit plan? Is this worth the risk? If the answer is wrong, you don't go in. The building doesn't care about you. It's an indifferent environment that will kill you with physics, chemistry, and biology if you give it the chance. Don't give it the chance. The invisible killers aren't invisible anymore. They're just obstacles, and obstacles can be navigated. Stay smart, stay cautious, stay alive.